Welcome back. If you have not been to downtown Cincinnati lately, you need to go. It is hot, and there's a lot going on with nightlife, with retail, and with downtown living, and we're going to talk about that today with Arlene Koth from DCI. Arlene, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about the Downtown Tour of Living this Saturday.
We are very, very excited. This is our 10th annual tour, so this marks a very big part of what's been going on with downtown over the past few years. There have been lots and lots of things going on with new residential popping up. This year's tour will feature 15 properties, and a lot of them are new to the tour. 9 of those 15 are brand new to the tour, and we've got a lot of diversity as far as price range and even the amenities of those different properties.
You know, I think a lot of people over here particularly don't realize that there has been this movement over the last, I want to say it started about 20 years ago with the Bort's apartments up around 7th, and it's just really taken off. I don't think they realize how many downtown living opportunities there are. I mean, there's really, and I was looking at some of these, of course there's some very high-end places, but there's also more reasonable as well.
Absolutely. There are right now over 8,000 8,000 residents in downtown, and there are so many different properties from rental to for sale, and there are many, many options. We have on the tour this year properties that range from $129,000 all the way up to upwards of $500,000 for the for sale units, and then we've also got rental units on sale, rental units available, and those range anywhere from $650 to upwards of about $1,200 a month.
And what do you tell people are the advantages of living downtown?
There are so many amenities, and one of the big things that we are really trying to focus on is the walkability of downtown. You can walk out your door and you can go get something to eat, you can shop, you can go to a play, you can go to a concert. There's always something going on. You can walk to a ball game, football, baseball. There are lots and lots of things going on and lots of amenities to enjoy.
I know a lot of people around here have a perception that parts of downtown are unsafe. What do you tell those folks?
What we tell them is that downtown is probably one of the safest neighborhoods there are in the city, and that safety is basically a perception at this point. There's definitely issues that we are continuing to work on. There's always opportunities for improvement, but we do have one of the safest neighborhoods in the city.
You know, I grew up in Cincinnati, and when they moved the fountain on the square, I thought, what are they doing? That doesn't make sense. But that has really been a boom for it. I always loved the square, but now it's even more exciting than ever with the big screen and with the restaurants coming around there. Isn't Chipotle going down there?
That's what we've heard.
That's what we've heard. Yeah, some other restaurants as well. I don't want to single them out, but the square seems to really be achieving what it wanted to do as a place that people are coming together. Are you finding that?
Absolutely. 3CDC and the Fountain Square Management Group have done a phenomenal job of really programming the square, making sure that people of all ages, all backgrounds have something to do there on a regular basis. So the purpose of the square is to be a gathering spot, and they have done a phenomenal job of doing that.
What of these places, tell us about a couple of them. Which ones do you like? I don't want to make you single out to you like the better, but at least some of the amenities. I mean, hardwood floors, big. You saw some of those photographs. Big high ceilings, stainless steel appliances, which I don't know anything about. My wife just absolutely loves them and says they're gorgeous. These places look great.
There are so many, and it's difficult for me to point out one or two, but what I found in almost all of the different properties is that they've got the high ceilings, which give it a lot of space. You've got lots and lots of natural lighting coming into most of these spaces. And I think sometimes people think of downtown living as kind of cramped and you're in small spaces, but the spaces once you get inside are really, really huge. And they've got lots of different amenities, as you mentioned. A lot of the hardwood floors, they've got exposed brick and exposed ductwork, which really gives it a unique urban feel. And then even some of the properties that are near a lot of the great amenities really make it really worthwhile. And there's a lot of unique things about some of them. For instance, one of the new ones to the tour is Goodfellows Hall Lofts, and those are absolutely fabulous. They've got some wonderful views, along with Pendleton. In that area, there's the Glass House Lofts, which have wonderful views as well.
Well, and you make a great point. People think of downtown living as cramped, but those were the old-style apartment buildings from years ago. Many of these buildings are, McAlpin's, for instance, a former department store with wide-open places, and there were former warehouses and other buildings that have been converted, and they've used the space very well, because I've been to some of these, and they do a great job with. They are much bigger than people would expect.
Absolutely, and even the lofts at Fountain Square, those have got some phenomenal views, and They're just, the gorgeous, the space, the way they've set them up is absolutely gorgeous. And once you walk in, you just feel like, wow, this has been turned into something really beautiful that people would never have thought existed in our downtown. And so I think that by coming on the tour, you'll get an opportunity to go in and see how spacious a lot of these are. As you mentioned, the McAlpin and Parker Flats, McFarland Lofts, all of these places have been renovated from what their uses were in these buildings before to some really fabulous residential options.
Who is moving downtown? Do you find young professionals that are working down there and empty nesters maybe coming in from the suburbs?
It's a whole range of people. We've got folks from all different socioeconomic backgrounds, different races. We've got different people as far as family lifestyle. So you do have your empty nesters. You've got your young professionals. But we've also started to see a lot more people who have children, pets. So you've got families that are really moving into downtown, and it's becoming a really diverse neighborhood.
Yeah, it is becoming a neighborhood. That's a great way to put it. Now, if people want to go on the tour, what should they do if they want to go on the tour?
They can buy their tickets ahead of time, and we are really promoting all the wonderful things that are happening this year. The tour is on a Saturday, and historically it's been on a Sunday, and we want people to come down and really be able to experience the lifestyle and all of the amenities. So they can buy their tickets ahead of time at our website, downtowncincinnati.com. Tickets are $15. The first 250 tickets sold come with a $10 downtown gift card, which can be redeemed at over 120 merchants throughout downtown. And then they can also come the day of the tour. We will have 2 registration locations. There'll be one at U.S. Bank, who is our presenting sponsor this year, at the corner of 5th and Walnut, and then at the Gateway Quarter, which is at the corner of Central Parkway and Vine Street.
Okay, and that U.S. Bank is right across from Fountain Square.
That's correct.
Arlene Koth, nice job from DCI. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to take a break and come right back to Northern Kentucky Magazine on this Monday. We'll be right back.